Hello, everybody. Welcome to another evening of Messages of Love from Above. I'm excited to see what messages Spirit brings through. But I do want to start off, as always, at least as of recently, sending love out to the world, just to counteract and balance all of that lower vibrational fear energy that's out in the world. So if you would like to join me, um, please do. I would definitely love that. Just going to take a big breath and come back to right here, right now. Just let that beautiful love energy from above flow down, fill up our heart, and overflow out to the world. And regardless if you're watching this on replay or live, we're going to meet outside of time and space to send energy out to the world. And if you're in need of love right now for healing of any kind, we're sending it to you as well. So just take it in like a huge, huge hug from Spirit, from the Creator. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me and doing that. And welcome, everyone. Thank you guys for being here. And I hope you had an amazing, amazing day. And just getting things set up here. And we will get into our readings for this evening. Excuse me. Tomorrow is, November 11th. And so we do have portal readings that I put out. And so in case you guys didn't catch those, here's the link for those. It's for each individual zodiac sign. So you can check out which your sun, your moon, your rising, whatever you feel drawn to take a look at. Those are available. So hope you enjoy those. A lot of fun, amazing messages that came through there. All right. All right, everybody. Excuse me. And big news last night during the lives, I did hit over 1,000. Excuse me. I'm getting all choked up about it. So I'm at, I think, 1,001. So woohoo! So thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. I am very excited for that. And then the next stage, I just think I have to have like 4,000 watched hours over the last year, which I'm not super far away from that either. So that'll be the next thing to open up more things in YouTube for me, so we can spend more love and send a bigger wave of love to the world as well. So thank you guys so much. All of your thumbs up, your likes, subscribing, sharing videos, and commenting, all of that helps so much. And so please just accept my extreme appreciation for being here along this journey with me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So let us get going. So Rishi, you will be up first. And you can tell my scientists are a little bit phlegmy today. So my apologies. I'll try not to cough. I got all my 2 cups of tea here, so I should be okay. So, Rishi, you would like to know how you can heal the belief of not being good enough. Okay. Well, let's take a look here and see what Spirit would like to say. And we're going to start off with the Chinese tarot and see what they have. All right. Wow. Well, I do like this for you, Rishi. I mean, you have the three of staves, the three of wands in the standard tarot, which is about with new information taking new direction in your life, which is great. It's like, okay, well, how do you take the new direction, right? And you've got the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Staves, which is about one standing in your power because she has the Ace of Wands, the staff that she holds. And so she knows her power, she knows who she is, she can direct her energy, and she focuses her energy on what she wants to grow in her life and not what she wants to not grow. So she understands the power of that. She also has a great amount of intuition and connection to the spirit realm. So I feel like what your spirit is saying, you're wanting to know what how can you heal the belief of not being good enough? It's really to understand who you are and to move inward and upward to find it because you do have the sun, which I'm like to recognize that you are the sun, that you have this beautiful, beautiful light of who you really are. And when we focus in and have our worth uh, determined by the small t truths of the human world, which is all the opinions that we've been raised with and all the supposed tos and the shoulds and the need tos and the have tos. We've been told all those things, right? And they're just opinion. We took them on as truth, though, because we were told that they were truth, but they're small t truths, not capital T truths, right? And so we're told to define ourselves and our worth out in the outside world. And it's an unstable world out there, when we're told to define our worth by people and relationships. Well, people change and people pass away. So it's unstable for us to have our worth dependent upon them. Also, jobs, education, social status, circumstances that we can get in the outside world also are unstable because nothing ever stays the same, right? Always, always changing. And then we're told to, define our worth by our body, our income, our money, our possessions, but all that stuff breaks down, deteriorates, is stolen, burns down, explodes, whatever it might be. And so that's where we have this not good enough because of all of these beliefs we have about define yourself out there. And that's retail price out there. When we define ourselves by how much we're worth to people and situations in the outside world, yeah, we don't feel good enough, do we? Because it's always up and down. It depends on how someone's feeling, what all the opinions are different. And one day we could be a priceless treasure, and the next day we could be on the clearance rack. And that's why our belief feels unstable and why we don't feel priceless is because we're defining it on the outside. But I feel like with these three cards, they're all turning you inward and upward to the bright, bright sun that you are. And in doing that, you understand your power. You understand who you really are. That this human character here is just a avatar that we came down here to experience the life through, but we're so much more. The actor behind the character is a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being who's made of unconditional love. Um, Spirit had me do a free YouTube series that just had its final, I think it was episode 40, that was last Friday. The U times two video link is in the description box of the of this video, and there's on my playlist. So I think it's at the top of my page. If you go to my main page, you might check that out because it does tell you about the two of you that are living this human experience, and it helps find your power and really understand the perspective of what this world really is to who we really are. So I feel like that is a part of how you can begin to heal the belief of not being good enough. Because as you question those beliefs and find a higher capital T truth that you find inward and upward of how amazing you are and how unconditionally loved you are, that's where you get a solid foundation. And then you don't worry about as much about the outside world. I feel like as long as we're still human, unless you became enlightened master here, which are far and few between. Most of us want to experience a little bit of humanness, which is all about you know the ebb and flow between fear and not good enough, and wow, amazing and powerful. Oh no, I'm not good enough. But it becomes where we're more on one than the other through that. But that's what they have for you, Rishi. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. All right, Sio Shanta, you are up, and then Jessica Sample, you will be up next. So, hello, hello. What advice does Spirit have for you regarding your friendship with SB? All right, let's take a look here. Let's see what they'd like you to know. What advice about your friendship? All right. Excuse me. Wow. So there is some, you have the moon card here, which there is some unknown, um, some hidden things between the friendship. And I don't feel like it's a bad thing because there's this balancing card here, the Two of Pentacles, which talks about this awareness in the outside world and the balancing of things. So I really feel like the friendship, there can be this balancing friendship, but the moon also has this energy of trusting your intuition, trusting your gut, connecting to the higher realm. Because the Two of Pentacles also is about looking into both the balancing the outer world with the higher world, so that there is this balance between spirit and the physical realm, your intuition and what you see and what you gather through your senses. But really, with that moon, it's like trust your gut, trust your intuition with that. Because there is this uh, Two of Swords, which it feels like you are at a pinnacle. Usually, this is a decision card, meaning there's some decisions that need to be made. And also, when they're making decisions, usually they're blindfolded, which means close your eyes to see. Don't make decisions just with the brain, make it with the heart as well. So that message is kind of reiterated here quite a bit. And then you have three amazing cards about, wow, this wholeness and this brightness that comes in. And I feel like I feel like this is the decision that's going on here. You've got the Six of Pentacles, which is the codependency awareness card. And so that's about an unequal giving and receiving kind of pattern of the past, and how it's like you get this. It's like you get six, and then you give this though. You give the sun, the brightness, all this victory, all this stuff, and the 10 of, is it 10 of cups? Yeah, 10 of cups. So much emotion, so much overflowingness. 3 of cups, joy, happiness, all this stuff. And I feel like that's on one side is like what you give, and then this is what you generally get back, which is the codependency awareness card too. It's like, why do I always end up being the one who has to give everything, and I end up feeling exhausted and resentful, and um why, and then why do they end up, either relationship or friendship wise, why did they invest all their energy and give to everyone else, but I'm giving a whole bunch of stuff to them? I'm the one that deserves it. Why are they giving that to other people? And it comes down to the mirror of what your higher self is wanting you to see about yourself, because you give to everyone else, but you don't give to yourself. And so that mirror that comes up with SB is the mirroring back for you, showing you how you treat you. So how you see them treat other people, or how you see them treat you, is there's some truth in there about how you treat yourself. And so, as far as the external friendship, this whole situation is designed as a mirror for you. And so it's like take a deep breath, take a step back, and really look at how you um, treat yourself. It's like, oh, I always give into everyone else, but I don't give to myself. So you're given like permission to give to yourself first. You get to fill up and everyone else gets the overflow rather than giving away your life force where you feel like you're on, you know, on heaven's door, almost exhausted completely, with nothing there. So I that's like what the mirror is there for you. So you can realize that and begin to give to yourself in so many amazing ways. And when you do that, your friendships on the outside world change. Some you look at and go, why was I even wanting that? That type of, you know, and you understand that it was higher, it was divine, but you're like, I don't need that anymore. I don't want that anymore. And then you're just like, "Ugh." And then others, the relationship changes where it's this equal give and take, and it just takes the friendships to another level. So that's what they want advice from spirit regarding your friendship is look at how uh, you feel they're treating you and see how where the truth in that of how you're treating yourself, and then you get to begin to give to yourself. So that's what they have for you, Sia Shanta. Many blessings to you. All right, Jessica, you are up, and then self love. You'll be up next. And Jessica, hello. Can you please have a financial and new love reading? All right, let's take a look here. Let's see what we've got. Anything else? Mm. All right. So you have the 10 of swords here. And I like this for you because in both finances and love, you're exhausted trying to live up to all these expectations around finance, around love that there's all these rules, all these supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and have to be's that you feel are there. And you feel like you have to have done it all that time. But you're done. You're just like exhausted and you're ready to let this stuff go. And you have the hermit card here. And so this is the journey. You're ready to do this and you're turning inward and you're connecting to your higher self. You're really doing some reflection work. This is what spirit recommends because when you go in here, you're able to look at all those swords and have that release and let things go. Because you also have the king of swords, which the king of swords, he has the ace of swords, and what that allows him to do, he's able to see the capital T truths, and he's able to, which are rooted in unconditional love. And so it really takes your understanding to this higher perspective and allows you to cut away these expectations, these small teachers that are rooted in the fears of losing conditional love in both in finance and in love. And so the restrictions, the blocks that you have, these are the blocks. And so you're clearing these away as you turn inward for a little period of time to do that. But then you have the Six of Wands, the Six of Staves, which is about recognition and being seen. And it's it's dual. They're showing me that the expectations and the things they're impacting both areas of your life, and as you cut them away, it expands things more. New opportunities come in, more finances come in, new love comes in, and you are seen, you are recognized for who you are and what you do and those types of things. So I really feel that there is this time of turning inward to really look at those expectations, and you're so ready because that 10 is endings and new beginnings. So you're ready to step into your, kingliness. We all have divine masculine, divine feminine. You're really standing in your power of your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets and clearing the things away. So I really like that for you because it's You're right on the edge of it, of entering in to the hermit into a deeper level to cut away these expectations. So it's the things that sound like supposed to and should, need to, have to, must. Those words are fear, based words. They're words that are attached to the fear of losing conditional love. Like, I should do this because if I don't, there's something, there's always a repercussion from it. Unconditional love, the capital T truths, there's no repercussion, there's no punishment. It's unconditional. There's nothing that we lose. It's just truth. Small t truths are opinion and have a punishment. So those are easy to usually find because we're like, oh no, I feel my heart tightening. And it's like, oh, that's a fear. So that's what they have for you right now, Jessica. So many blessings for you. All right. Self love, you are up. And then Benita Bala, you'll be up after that. All right. So make sure. Like to check sometimes just to make sure that my everyone can still hear me after I had one night where it cut out. And luckily, my friend was in and she was calling me on my phone going, hey, your sound cut out. And so I, right in the middle of one reading, I didn't lose many, but it's like, oh. So now I just kind of look down and you guys will let me know, hey. So, all right. So self-love. You want to know the blessings you're going to receive as part of the opening of the 1111 portal. So of course I did post the 1111 portal justice reading playlist. So be sure to check that out. And then we'll check in addition to that specifically for you as well, what they have to add on to that. So what else for the opening of the 1111 portal? All right. So, a lot of decisions are coming up. So, this decision point is coming up tomorrow, um, and you're going to have two places to look. One, you have the Five of Cups, which the Five of Cups is about emotion, and three cups are spilt, which are about the emotions that were disappointing, and any of those fear-based emotions of betrayed and sadness, whatever those darker emotions are. You've been you've been mourning them. You've been feeling them, maybe even looping them, some of them for a while. And the Two of Cups, which because we have three cups that are spilt, and then you normally have two cups, which is about the power of emotional choice and what are you going to choose next. It's also about relationship. And on the other side of the decision, you have the Ace of Wands, which is standing in your power. And again, whatever you invest your energy in is what's going to grow. So, this 1111 portal is really bringing in this clear message for you of you can continue to focus on the negative, the darker emotions. Nothing wrong with it. It's just different, but they're letting you know there's a choice point that you come to of you want to continue to loop in those emotions, or are you ready for something different? Because if you're ready for something different, you can focus on what you're grateful for in your life and what you do want in your life, rather than focusing on what's missing in your life, what you don't want in your life, and the emotions that you really don't want to feel in your human anymore. Like it's like you've rode the roller coaster 100 times. It's like, do you want to go one more time? Sure. There you go. Want to go again? Why not? Nothing else I can do. Well, there's something else you can do. So now that you have another option, you're leaping off that roller coaster if you want, and you have this power to do that. So that's what's coming in here. And it's a blessing because it frees you from some old emotions that have really been keeping you down and tied and been a hindrance. They've been a block. It's like wearing big old weights around your legs, and you're like, why is it so hard to walk? And it's like when you take those off, what was it? Oh, I forget. It's something Munchausen, I think. It was this comedy, and I think it was by Monty Python maybe too. But they had a guy who would wear big weights around his feet. He had these huge, huge legs in comparison to the rest of his body. And when he'd take them off, he could run really fast. And I feel like that's what's been going on. And you're going to be able to go really fast and go really far if you choose to take the weights off. Baron Munchausen, I think is what it was called. It was funny. At least back when I watched it. I was probably very young. but that's what they have for you. So I really like that for you, self-love. All right, many blessings. We'll continue to move down the list here. And thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up that you've given the video. It does help spread the Zen love. So thank you guys for being a part of that. I really appreciate it. All right, so after Benita, Jazz, you will be up. And so, Benita, what is your connection with children, especially special needs kids? Oh, okay, you feel drawn towards helping them. Okay, let's take a look here. I do want to going to switch over to the True Heart Intuitive Tarot, and let's see what comes through. All right. So what is your connection to children? You feel drawn to help them. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's who you are. You know, you have the Lover's card, which is about love, though. You know, and it doesn't necessarily have to mean romantic. And you have the 10 of Pentacles too, which the 10 of Pentacles can be usually it'll have like the tree of life on there, which is a Kabbalah thing of, you know, of how to move, how we came down to human and how you go back to become spirit and stuff. But I always see the family tree too. And I wasn't surprised to see that because I feel like you have such a draw to help individuals because you witness children and people who are um, non-defendable, that couldn't defend themselves. You saw them hurt and you saw them not treated right. And it could even be you a little bit in there too. Most children, most of us have some sort of trauma when we're younger. But I think you saw significant things. And so you really are drawn to help them and help them in just these very significant ways. And so it's your heart is just so huge, and it's like your it's your purpose coming out, and your heart is being activated with that compassion. But some of it also is from your childhood and your, you know, how seeing how people don't treat children very well. And you remember it's just like very your inner child is just like attracted to it so much because of the beliefs and the charged emotions that it has around what it went through and what it experienced. And so some of it didn't have to be you, but just you witnessed it everywhere. It seems it just feels that's what they're showing me is it's like just everywhere. And you have the Hierophant too, which interesting. The 5 is change. And um and I feel like this too, it usually means like spirituality or contract or commitment and things like that. But for some reason it's coming through that it's just about change. You want to change how things happen. You want to change the world, you know, like one child at a time. You just want to be a bright light, excuse me, for them to be able to. I mean, it's like there's the sun, right? It's like you just want to be able to bring brightness into their life because of all the darkness that you have seen children go through, and even all the way back to childhood. So, so your answer to sum all that up is one, you have a huge heart and it's your passion, what you came here for, and you just want to be this bright light to because of what you saw when you were younger, and you just want to have them be able to have moments of joy and bright light in their lives. So I like that compassion and that draw for it, though. Especially with special needs children, they need special people to help them. I've known several parents, friends of mine who had special needs kids, and it's so hard on parents because it's hard for them to trust others because there's a lot of people that don't have that patience, have that heart and that care for them. So I like that. So many blessings to you, Benita. All right, Jazz, you are up, and then Verinda, you will be next. Let me just take a quick sip here. All right. Little frog was trying to escape. All right. So, Jazz, a general reading for tomorrow, and then Brenda, you'll be up next with your cat uh, revelation. We'll excited to see what comes with that too. So let's take a look here. All right, Jazz. Oh, okay. So you have the Queen of Cups. I feel like you get similar, like High Priestess or Queen of Wands, or you get like these cards about trusting your intuition, trust your gut in what unfolds tomorrow. It's like, yeah, it's like they're taking you through this, building your intuition and building your trust in spirit kind of course. But they are saying that, so trust them, connect with them. The queen is double water, so she can get deep into her emotions, understand her emotions, but also has that heightened intuition. So trust that tomorrow, especially around contracts and around any kind of commitments that you make. Just go with your gut because there's going to be some things that are unfolding that there's some hidden things in things, right? And not everyone always tells the complete truth, either because they're just tired and don't want to go into it all. Others purposely leave out some important things because they want you to decide what they want you to decide, right? So they only give you the facts that they want you to have while leaving others out. But there is the Eight of Cups that comes in too, which is about leaving emotions behind that no longer serve you. And so in the decision making that's coming here, they are also saying, look to the future, look to what your wish fulfillment is, because that's where the Eight of Cups, they're headed off here to go up and around the bend is the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment card, emotional fulfillment. And so in the decisions that you're making and the commitments that you make, don't make them out of obligation, like, yes, I will do that. Make it because, like, yeah, I'll do that. You know, let it be that you're choosing, not the obligation tomorrow. Because I feel like um, it's an important step to move towards your dreams rather than stay trapped in the old. So that's what they have for you for tomorrow, Jazz. So many blessings. All right, Brenda, you are up. And then Daisy, you will be up after that. So, Brenda, you had a cat laying on the ramp of the main gate. Oops, there it goes. And waiting for you to enter the main gate. And as you opened, then she urged to get in, and she could have leaped over the walls and entered instead. What was the cat trying to tell you? Okay. I feel like that this is a message from someone in the spirit world, right? Yeah. So, let's take a look here. Yeah. So, yeah, Queen of Cups, again, intuition, trusting your gut, trusting your connection to the spirit world. So, that you were aware of it and you picked up like there's something about this, right? Because you got the Seven of Discs, the Seven of Pentacles, which is about waiting for things to come to fruition, waiting for things to unfold, right? The cat waiting for you to enter the main gate. So sorry. So you could have it's like there's things that we can do and we can jump ahead, but it's going to take a lot of extra work and it's going to take a lot of other things. And it's like waiting for it to unfold, waiting for it to come to you is the message that they were bringing to you. I'm so sorry. Okay. Because you also have the devil card and the king of swords. And so the devil card, which is our shadow, is all about rattling our cage, right? Um, there's things in our life that are rattling and folding, and we want to make movement on some things. And we're just like, no, no, I got to do this. I got to do this. Because out of fear of losing conditional love, out of some sort of fear, we feel we have to make things happen. We're not trusting timing and we're trying to make something happen. The King of Swords is, they have the Ace of Swords, which allows them to connect to the higher truths, to see things from above, which the Queen of Cups, you also can connect with that spirituality. But it allows you to cut away those thoughts and those beliefs that don't serve you, those fears, those small t truths that are rooted in the fear of losing conditional love. So they're really wanting you to be patient, to allow things to unfold. And if you have fear around it, that's an indicator of we're trying to rush things. If you have peace about things and going with the flow, things will unfold. Things will just be opened for you. And then you can just walk in. So I feel that's what the cat was there as a messenger to have you simmer down a little bit. Relax. It doesn't have to happen overnight, but you can take steps, but you don't have to rush through something. You don't have to leap over walls. You can wait for doors to open. So I like it. So that's what they have for you, Verinda. And then Daisy, you are up next. Well, many blessings to you, Verinda, if I didn't say that. My apologies. All right, Daisy, you are up. And then Kritika, you will be up next. So you want to know, how does your acquaintance Lexi feel about you? I don't know why, but she stopped talking to you. Oh, okay. Let's take a look here. What is going on with Miss Lexi? All right. Okay. Let's take a look. All right. Excuse me. So, the Wheel of Fortune here, I feel like she's had a change in her world where things just have switched. Victory, movement. So that's it's like she's really, really busy. There's this big event that happened in her life that's just has so much of her time that she's just distracted. And she's got the Ace of Cups, which is new love. So I wonder, do you have friends that when they have a relationship, they go dark and you don't hear from them? I feel like that's what happened. But so she might just be so busy with this new love that she just doesn't have time for anything else. She's totally consumed by this new love, this new changes, all this stuff that's happening in her life. So it also, people don't leave our life. People just get removed out of our life to make space to have us move forward, to have make space for something else too. So in a way, I kind of feel like this is what happened to her, but I kind of feel like this is what's coming your way too, to make space for this fated event, this change, for this victory, this movement into new love. So I feel like there's like this win-win kind of situation where it's like it's okay that you know your friend uh and if it's an acquaintance, it's like, people when they get pulled into other directions, they're just not bringing in a whole lot of there for you. So that's what they have for you, Daisy. So hopefully that resonates and many blessings to you. All right. So Kritika, you're up. And then, hey, Jalen, you'll be up next. So Kritika, will you get a job or have a business? So career reading. So you're asking, are you going to get a job working for someone else, or are you going to have your own business and be an entrepreneur? So let's take a look here and see. We're going to look at a job first, and then we're looking at your own business next. Okay. So you've got the 9 of wands. I'm going to make this PG. You've got the 9 of wands here, which is about for a job somewhere else. There's this block that's there, an energy block. And the princess of cups here would be the page of cups for that, and then the 6 of cups as well, which is like the past memories. And I feel like for you to get a new job, there's like needing to let go of some old beliefs around moving up and your worth and moving up and working for someone else. There's like these emotions tied to working for a job and about moving up, because I feel like it's going to take a new type of emotion, looking at things differently, to remove that block to move up successfully in a job. Not just like getting a job, because I feel like you can get a job, but it's like getting a job that you feel is worthy of what you're wanting, but underneath you have these self-worth things that don't um, help that block. It is the block. And so there's these worth things inside around that. But really having a business, we'll take a look here. Yeah. And having a business, I do show that you'd have this is fated. I feel like having a business of your own is successful. It does switch things up for you. It does show here, though, that it would also take cutting away some old expectations and some old thoughts and beliefs about yourself, because you have, this is the Princess of Swords and you have the Princess of Cups. So one is emotions are blocking it, and this is about um, believing, uh, in yourself that you can do it. But I feel like it's not as extreme as the other emotional piece. This is more, you know what? I could do it. I could figure it out. And also, it's about the expectations of how the business would need to be, what it needs to be. So you have these stories of what having your own business is supposed to look like. And opening that up helps. Now, you do have the temperance, which is about patience and balance. It takes time for things to unfold, and the 7 of Pentacles, which is also it takes time to see fruit in having your own business as well. So I kind of feel like they're saying, if you work on both your emotions, that you could, get into a job to make money, but then also work on creating your own business at the same time. And this is going to take time to do, but you might have to do this in the meantime. So they're almost saying it's looking at your emotions, looking at the emotional blocks you have for working for, anyone doing any job, as long as it's bringing in enough money for you to be able to work on creating your own business. Because this, like they said, that will take time. So that's what they have for you, Kritika. So many blessings for you. I'm excited. See what business that you are interested in going into. Something that you're passionate about, not something that just makes money. It's like something that is the way you can uniquely express your love to the world, I feel, is what Spirit says. Otherwise, it'll poop out. Because to work a job and then also work on creating your own business takes a lot of energy. And if it's not something you love, so that's what they have. All right, Jalen, you are up. And then Krish Adwani, you'll be up next after that. Krish, I think. So Jalen. Oh, I'm sorry. Went over right over Janice Kath. I'm so sorry. So some reason I thought it was Jalen twice, probably because I saw the J. So Jalen, Janice, and then Krish. So Jalen, hope everyone. Oh yeah, everyone. Hope everyone is great too. What's in store for you this weekend? Let's take a look and see what we have. So, Jalen, what is in store for you this weekend for Jalen, please? Okay. All right. Well, I like this because the Five of Cups with this coming out together is about you seeing some of your old heartbreaks and your old disappointments in a different light. You are, I feel like you're moving past, you've mourned enough and you've like rehearsed and nursed some disappointments enough that you're just like, okay, I'm done, I'm ready. And you have the Two of Cups back here, which is about emotional choice. You're realizing your power that I can stop choosing feeling this way and I can choose another way. It's also, um, of course, the Two of Cups is relationships, right? So you have emotional choice again. Also, relationships and, coming in here. So you have an opportunity of looking at past things differently, looking at past emotions and how things unfolded differently. And then that opens up either the Princess of Discs, the Page of Pentacles, which is new enhanced opportunities in the outside world. So if you choose to take the vantage point of looking at things from higher, from a place of unconditional love in the spiritual realm, looking at it differently, then that does uh offer opportunities for power of emotional choice and different emotional choices, but it does open up opportunities. So if you're not looking for relationship, if this isn't about a relationship or relationships, then it's about disappointment and opportunities, doing work, um, with friends or whatever it may be. It's just that you are able to go, you know what, I've went around in circles with this emotions enough. I'm ready to choose differently. And then that opens up opportunities, for something else to come in. But I kind of feel like it's relationship oriented, but who am I? So many blessings to you, Jalen. I feel like that will be an amazing, powerful weekend for you. So love it. All right, Janice, you are up. And you wanted to know you're going to audition for a short film. All right, we might have a star in our midst. Do you have any chance to be chosen? Well, let's take a look here and see. Maybe we'll get the star card that will tell us. Dun dun dun. Let's see here. Okay, anything else? All right, anything else? Okay. Well, let's take a look here. Let's see what they bring through in these cards. So you got the Prince of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. So this is emotional movement coming in, along with the Two of Wands, which the Two of Wands is about, making plans. Whatever you focus your energy on is what grows. And so if you focus on like, I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to get it, we grow that. But if we're grateful and focus on gratitude and what you do want, then you feed the energy to that. Now there is the Six of Cups coming in, and I'm wondering if this was a childhood dream of yours to be in a film and to be an actress. I feel like they're, bringing this in about focusing in on your dream. If it's your dream, then focus energy on it. And move on your passions, make movement with that night on your passions. Because you have the world card, which could be a victory card. And it's about an ending of an old cycle and a beginning of a new. But I feel like they're saying you hold the world in your hands. You hold your world in your hands with this power and these choices coming in. Now, you have the hanged man, which can be looking at things from a different perspective. And sometimes it can mean like patience, like, it's a cocoon and a caterpillar and takes time for it to grow. But I feel like you've been really sitting on this dream for a long time. And it's like now it's time for the butterfly to emerge. And so I really like this for you because, yeah, because here's the butterflies emerging. It's like the cocoon. The dream has been going on for a very long time, and now it's time to fly. And I like it. So I'm steering towards that. There is a great chance that you will be chosen, and I feel like they don't want to tell you absolutely because this is part of, is this what I really want? Do I want to invest my energy into having this happen? And so it's like, if I want it, then I'm going to focus my energy and my emotions and everything. Like, this is what I do want. And that if you don't get this one, then they're like, then keep going. But so that I feel like they're just like, uh, if this is your dream, then don't stop here. This is If this is your childhood dream, it's time to go for it. So I really like that. And thanks for being an old subscriber and liking as well. And we'll get to your second question here. Let me just get Krish Adwani in, and then we'll do your second question. So, Krish, hello, hello. And he said, you're really getting many problems to get success in your life and to start a construction project with you. All right. So, a lot of obstacles and things standing in your way. Uh, So help on how you'll be able to start the construction project. All right, let's take a look here. I'm going to switch over to the Chinese tarot and let's see what they say about these blocks and these problems that keep popping up and how you can get around those. Let's take what they have to say here. Okay. All right. Okay. So you have both the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So um, they're saying here, because you have the Six of Swords here, which the Six of Swords is about movement of thought and belief. And I really, both of these, they hold great power, whether we're male or female or however we identify. We have this beautiful divine feminine energy in us too, that you can trust your gut and really start to look at your intuition. And this is about cutting away old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve anymore. And so I feel like there is this death here, this death and rebirth that happens. It's almost like step away from it all, and I don't wanna say start from scratch, but, uh, in a way, step back from everything, and then, you're able to see things differently, and you're able to see different approaches. I kind of feel like with the Six of Swords, this is the big block here, that there's some um, stubbornness in how it is supposed to go and should go and need to go. But it's like, that's the thing. If you step away from this and you can say, oh, I can just go around here. But if I have to have all these things have to happen, do they? And that's what I feel like they're saying is there's this uh, looking at it from a different perspective, um, seeing like what is important with this project and what is not. Not what's urgent, but what's important. And when you look at the important, some of the urgent fall away because you're like, I don't need to worry about that. Like this one can fall away. I only need these two things. And now here's the space that I can go through. So I feel like there's this change of stepping away and look at things in that perspective. And because you have the temperance card too, and tempering is about going back and forth, and it's this purification process and takes time for things to convert and patience, balancing throughout it. But I feel like that temperance too is the balancing out of things, this balancing, this patience of and I feel like that it's like I don't have time to do all that. It's like it's going to make such a big difference of having the patience to step backward, and not like backward in the project necessarily, but like taking a step away from it and come at it from a new angle. And um, again, they keep on saying what is important and what is urgent and not important, and that changes things. So it's like really looking at what do we want from this project? What let's find our north. They call it like a true north when you're on a compass, because when you know exactly what you're wanting, then it helps you make all the other decisions. And I feel like it's muddy on what you're ultimately wanting. And so that's why there's problems to get success to start this. It's like find out what you really want and then plan on how you want to get there, and clarity will come through that. So that's what they have for you, Chris. So many blessings to you. Excited to see what you guys do. All right. So Janice. You made a song. All right. And you're going to record. Wow. Will it be successful if you decide to release it? Let's take a look here. And what about this song? Okay. And what's this about here? Excuse me. Okay. I feel like so they have the 6 of coins, which the 6 of coins would mean that it would be successful because you would not only would have enough for yourself, you would have also to give to others. The Queen of Cups here is really I feel like they're saying, but don't focus on the money, focus on the emotion, singing uh, and getting the message out about what this song has for the world. What kind of impact does it have on it? Because we have the Hermit card, which they're saying, like, take some time, you know, we're like now, because you said starting next year, you have time to step away and to really look at, because you have the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands, and both of these are numbers of change. And this changes when you step away and really look at why are you wanting to do it? What's your why behind wanting to release the song? Is it money or is it the energy? The 5 of Wands is about changing people from emotions of shadowy and darkness to love and happiness, right? And so I feel like if the why changes, that's why it's successful. If you really focus in on your why, because like anything, if people are doing it for fame or popularity, money, you can tell in the song. But when there's people that sing from their heart, they might sing off key and they might do that. I'm not saying this is you, but I'm saying there's people that you just like, wow, tears rolling down people's cheeks of someone singing in front of them, and they're not like, popular and, you know, trained and all that, but they can feel the emotion just flowing out, and that's such the difference. And I feel like they're saying, "Do that, and it will be successful." So I like that. So take some time to really do that soul searching and have that, you know, oomph that flows from the heart, um, and let that be your why. Let that be um, at the core of the whole reason why you're doing it. So I like it, Janice. So many blessings to you. All right, Jay Lynn, you wanted to know, does spirit want you to reach out to DL or wait? So reach out or wait. The devil card. Boom, boom, boom. Um, so the devil card is, I feel like this is waiting because I feel like either you or they are going through their little Saturn, poking at them, trying to help you realize what it is that is keeping either of you chained and to be able to release yourself and get out of the cage that either one or both of you are in. So I feel like right now is a very conflicting time um, in either your life, theirs, or both. Yeah, because here's the Nine of Swords. So this is all about expectations, insomnia, nightmares, a lot of stuff that is going through either one of your minds or both of your minds. I almost feel like it's like both of you. And so it's a time for you to look into yourself. Yeah. Um, so I would say no, not to reach out right now, to reach out to yourself and focus in on what are these things that are making you feel caged and constricted and these expectations, supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos. Where's this conflict coming from? What of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets are speaking loudly into your ears? So they're saying, yeah, don't reach out yet. uh, Reach inward and review the thoughts and the beliefs and the fears that are around whatever is going on. So that's what they have for you, Jalen. So many blessings. Hey, VD, welcome, welcome. And then Christina Lowe, you will be up next. So who am I right now? Oh, who you're right now and who are you becoming? What does your true self and real potential look like? Okay, let's take a look here. Um, So we're going to ask, who do you feel you are, and what are you becoming? Whoa, you are a lot of things, evidently, as the deck goes flying in half everywhere. Because from spirit's point of view, you're perfect and you're beautiful and you're just this bright light. And so it's like, who do I feel I am right now, and who am I becoming? um, you know, and what does my true self and real potential look like? So we're going to ask, just the first one is, who do you feel you are right now? And then we'll see the other here. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And then who are you becoming? What does your true self and real potential look like? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Wow. All right. So right now, who you like when you say, who am I right now? It's like this is what uh kind of how you perceive yourself, right? Um and I also will throw in here what the universe feels you are. So from your standpoint, this is the Knight of Swords. I mean, sorry, the Knight of Staves, which is the Knight of Wands. And it's about movement, 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 a lot of fiery, fast acting, go, 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 a lot of energy, right? So you kind of see yourself as this individual who needs to get things done, wants to get moving, and you feel like right now that's not who you want to be. That is so has so much energy, and it's almost like anxiety of um, and not compared to the past at all, but it's like, I've got to get this stuff done. I got to get it. It's about rushing to get to the end of something because I feel I need to get to this place to be lovable, to be acceptable by God, by people, by myself, by whoever, right? So I'll tell you and then I'll talk about the creator. And then the moon. So you feel like you are in a cycle. You do feel like right now that you're ready for a new cycle. You're ready to dive deep. You're ready to connect to the higher realms. You're ready, 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 ready. And so this is like you're at this stage of a full moon, ready to have things to release, to go back to a new moon, to let things go. So I like that. And then you have the universe, which is the world card, which is endings of old cycles and new beginnings. And so who you are right now is someone who is ready to leave old ways behind. You're ready for a rebirth that in your life, right? Well, the spirit sees you as the universe. It sees you as a part of it. You are not separate from it, and so it sees you as the expanse of the universe. It sees you as the moon. It sees you as a reflection here of the sun. So you are the moon in the sky in the dark, and you're reflecting the sun, right? And the Knight of Stabs is about that you have this uh, great thirst and desire to understand and remember your true power. So the universe sees that and sees those desires and wants to help bring that to fruition. And what you're becoming, you have the Two of Cups, which is about this joining together with your higher self. The it's not doesn't have to be at odds of like my human character and my spiritual self. I must destroy my ego. It's like, no, your higher self comes down and fulfills your human self by giving it the love that it's been looking for all along. One of my favorite decks, the Light Seers, I think it's the Light Seers Tarot, shows two hands joined together, walking together. And that is like where your what you are becoming, what your true self and real potential looks like, is this walking with spirit upon the earth and seeing things from that perspective. Because you do have the Three of Wands, which is about you with new things that you're learning. You will be taking a new direction than you would have. You had plans to go this way, but you're ready to go a different way, and you'll be making new plans to go a different direction. So, three is about taking a different direction. And then as you do that, then you're creating all the steps on where you want to go and what you want to do and how you want to change your life. Um, the potential looks great because you have the Eight of Wands, which is about fast movement, a lot of energy and quickness, towards the Ten of Cups, which is about emotional fulfillment and success, you know. So you do feel this wholeness and this overflowingness, which just definitely doesn't have to be about money and relationships and things like that. Because when you connect to your higher self with that Two of Cups, you will fill up inside and feel like you're living the dream right now. That there's nothing you need to do to get somewhere, to be someone, that you realize you can be here now with spirit in the higher world and just see the beauty and the perfection of everything around in your world. So that's like where you're headed and what you are becoming. And that's your true self, your capital T true self, and the real potential that can unfold in the outside world. So I like it for you, VD. So many blessings to you. That's what they have for you. All right. So, Christina, you are up next, and then Queen B, you will be up after that. Welcome, Intuitive. Hello. All right. So, Christina, you are wondering if Paul and you are meant to be if Paul's meant to be in the rest of your future, regardless of the things that have happened in your past. Are you meant to have been what we are for one another? Yeah, hello. It's been good. Thanks. So, let me just Spirit knows what you're asking, but I just want to clarify here. So you're wondering if Paul and you are meant to still be together, regardless of what's happened in your past. Are you meant to have been okay? So you basically want to know, um, are you still meant to be together, or what happened for what was happened? And okay, I get it. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here too. I really appreciate it. All your lovely energy just makes this world a brighter place. I love it. Okay. So, Nine of Swords is what they were when I'm asking, are you meant to be together? Is kind of what I was in my head, and they were like, Nine of Swords. It is full of expectations, and it's the nightmare and insomnia card. Just so many expectations between one another, that makes it difficult to be together. And there's a history that I don't feel, Spirit is saying that you guys can get past. It would always be, we think, oh, we can have a fresh start. No, this thing remembers too much. And so that's why reconciliations are so difficult. Excuse me. Got a tickle. And then you also have the Ace of Cups, which is about new love. And so they're like, no. Um, yeah, so not meant to be in the rest of your future as love. um, uh, you're just meant to have been what you were for one another, and it's time to head to new love. So that's what they have for you, Christina. So take a deep breath and go, yeah, that makes sense, right? There'll always be those doubts, always be that in those voices talking about the past. And in an argument, it comes right out. So that's what they really do have for you. So many blessings. So Queen B, you are up. Hey, Miss King. Hey, Jenna. Good morning, Dr. V. The doctor's in the house. So Miss King, you will be up after Queen B. So a general message. So I do want to go over here to the Oracle of E for you, Queen B. With all the E's in your name, you have 4 E's. Let's go to the Oracle of E. Okay. You got Time to Fly, card number 44. And we'll see what that message is here for you. It may seem like a gamble, but here's a little intel from the universe. That leap into the unknown you've been waffling over, not only is the safety net already in place, but there's a posse of angels waiting with champagne and chocolate and Egyptian cotton sheets. Ready? So obviously that's it's safe to take that leap into the unknown. Whatever this is that's coming up, it's like there's a safety net in place. You've got all the support. They're ready to party. It's good to do. So definitely they're giving you and a little shove to head forward in whatever this thing is. So many blessings to you, Queen Bee. That's what they have for you. Short and sweet tonight. All right. So, Miss King, you are up, and then Jenna, you will be up after that. So, what's coming towards you in love? Let's pull from the True Heart Tarot and find out. Okay. Let's take a look here. Okay, anything else? All right. Looks good. Looks good. You do have a new adventure coming up. So you are ending an old cycle and beginning to move into new places. And you have the 5 of Wands here too. So it's moving from old ways of like having conflicting energy into love and realizing it's like part of this journey that you're embarking on towards love is realizing that the relationships you had in the past were for you. They weren't things that happened to you. And this awareness that you have and being able to see that they were showing you things about yourself and that you wanted to help each other enhance and be able to see things and shake each lives up so that you could see the things you want to leave behind and who you don't want to be, who you don't want to be with, what you don't want, and then also they're showing like questioning, why do I want that? Why do I keep attracting this type of person? And I feel like you're on this journey to really look and reflect on that, even journal about it so that you can get it on paper and so you can just get it out of your mind so you can see it and go, oh, so that is what it is. And I remember, because it's something from your past, like early, even in childhood, it's like, I felt this way when such and this and that and this and happened, right? And it's like, oh, okay, so this is what can happen and change because you do have the 10 of Pentacles too. And the 10 of Pentacles is about really abundance overflowing in the outside world, feeling whole and complete. It's also this ending and this beginning in your outside world of, again, with that ending of old cycles and the beginning of a new adventure. You're ready to let so much go of the past of doing what you always did and getting what you always gotten. And so you're ready to move into this new direction. So it is a coming, but they do want you to, realize, really journal about how you felt about the past relationships and get it out. Get it out on paper. Even if you burn it later or you shred it, it's like just get it out or put it on a Word document and password protect it. It's like get it out of your heart and out of your mind and out of your energy in front of you so you can see it because I feel like you'll have some ahas, or at least one from looking at it, an important aha. So that's what they have for you, Miss King. So many blessings. All right. Jenna, you are up next. And then Suparna Das, you'll be up after that. So, Jenna, what are your boyfriend Brandon's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you in your relationship? All right, let's take a look here. See what's up with Brandon. What is going on with Brandon? Okay, let's see what this is about. So, thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Because it says Seven of Wands here, which is like this defensive stance. And it feels like, and I don't know who it is that is razzing him about your guys' relationship, but it seems like he's in a place of like that people are, um, and I don't feel necessarily that people are trying to break you guys up, but I feel like they're just kind of jealous of of your guys' relationship, and so but he's you can the Seven of Wands, and I like the way they interpret it. It's like they're standing there with a hand on their hip, like, yeah, go ahead, fire away. I don't care what you guys think. So I feel like there's some of that going on, and he's acting like it doesn't bother him on the outside. But in the inside, the moon card here, there's some emotion bubbling down underneath. And so I think you might be picking up on that. I feel like you're very intuitive and it's not fair to him that you are so intuitive because, uh, you know, even if people are feeling things and doing things and trying to deal with things themselves, when you're intuitive, you can be like, why are you doing that? Why are you feeling that way? Why aren't you talking about it? And they're like, come on, just let me deal with it. And you're like, but I can feel it. I want you to talk about it. It's like, Let him have his, you know, um, his space and his process. Allow him to have his secrets, his secret emotions going on, because that's his journey, and you can't do anything with that anyway. You have the Tower card here, which there is this event that's coming up in your guys' relationship. It's not you guys breaking up. I'll just put that. Let me just get that. But I feel like there's a significant movement out of your guys' life, like something's being removed, but it's okay. It's happening for you, and it makes uh, space for something else. It allows a block to be removed. So if it's someone like a best friend or another couple or something that this person gets moved out of your guys' life, just know that it's happening for your relationship, for your lives, and that you will get through it, because it's going to make you guys balance things out. It's going to make you really contemplate and look at your guys' relationships together. Uh, and because the Justice card is about connecting to this higher place through the Ace of Swords. It's, seeing things from a higher perspective. So I almost feel like this could be a loss of someone. And um, if it's not like a death, it is that you lose them out of your guys' life, where they move away, or they have a fight, and they're just like, I'm done with this, blah, 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 and they just can't take it anymore, and leaves. But it really makes you guys evaluate what is important in your life, and that brings you guys closer together. Um, thoughts, feelings, intentions. Have the Emperor card, which is an Aries, fiery type of energy, and he really wants to. Um, I wouldn't say take command, but he really wants to get things um, solid. He really wants to get things organized and stable. And I think that all this, because there's all this stuff going on after this thing happens, stability, he that's when he sparked to want to get things stable. And because whatever this thing is that happens with that tower, it does rattle your guys' lives. um I feel mainly emotionally, and some in physically too, like where you live, and that type of thing. And he's like wanting to really solidify things. And then, the Six of Cups. Six of Cups normally is nostalgia, the past, someone in the past coming back into your guys' lives. But I don't feel that at all. I feel like it's this give and take. And I feel like through that's when he offers you the love. And I feel like that's part of what happens. There's this shakeup, like I said, that makes you both realize what's important in life. So that's why I feel it's like kind of a huge thing, because it does make you guys just go, holy moly, what am I waiting for? Um, and let's let's take this to the next level, whatever he feels that is. So, when this whatever happens, um, just know that it's going to end up bringing you guys closer together, and stabilize your relationship, and take it to different places. Um, so I know it's like, oh, what is it? But just know that whatever tower moments happen, it happens for us, and it doesn't happen to us. And just try to have, if you can, let that be something that holds you and anchors you through it all. But it is meant to be. Like they showed me, what was the movie with the tornado? I know which one. Um, I can't think of her name. Blonde. I love her too. Um, but whatever it was, this this romance was happening, and they went into a shed to avoid a tornado, and they ended up tying each other together around a pipe in the ground to not get sucked away in the tornado. And that's kind of what I feel. It's like, just tie yourself together, tie yourselves down, and whatever this thing that comes, you'll get through it. So that's what they have for you, Jenna. So many blessings. All right, Suparna, you are up, and Dr. V, you will be up after that. So, Suparna, when will you get a government job? Okay, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know? Actually, they want me to switch up here. And thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up on the video. It helps spread the Zen love. So I thank you for being part of the tsunami of love of sending out into the world, because it does help out my channel. It makes the YouTube algorithm want to share my videos with other people as well. So thank you guys so much for all of that support. So when will you get a government job? Okay. So you have the moon card. So once in a blue moon. No, I'm just kidding. This is all about trust the timing, trust the cycles. Things will unfold. It's like, yeah. Because you have the page of coins, the page of pentacles, which means an opportunity is coming, but just be aware. And maybe around a new moon, because new moon is new starts of things, right? But they're with those two together, they are talking about there is this ebb and flow. The moon goes from new moon to full moon, back to new moon. New things start, they grow, they culminate, things fall away, and you release things to plant new seeds, like the seasons. So they're telling you that it is coming, it's in process, and it'll come. And while you're waiting, they have the Eight of Swords, which is the Eight of Swords is your thoughts, your mindsets, your beliefs. And the Eight of Swords is about you realizing what of your own thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets are blinding you to possibilities, binding you, and making you feel trapped and restricted. So while you're in this waiting process, look at your fears, look at what beliefs you have about yourself and others in the world. And do you have a lot of restrictions on how it has to happen and where it needs to be and all that? Because if you're doing that, you're missing opportunities out here and out here. And so if you realize some things that you don't need to have requirements around it, can expand it, and it can also raise possibilities and bring in more possibilities. So that's what they're having you look at with that is, while you're waiting, check that out, because if that's the pause, if that's what's waiting, your higher self some will put a pause on things coming into your life for you to review things, to do things. And the more inner work we do, the faster the things start moving in the outside world. So a little secret. So that's what they have for you, Suparna. So many blessings to you. It should be soon. I kind of feel like beginning of the year. Um, I almost feel like, because I was thinking, is this year? And they were like, budget, budget, no, budget used up, new budget in January. And I feel like there'll be an influx of opportunities in January. So in the meantime, focus on your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets. Use the downtime to really get that going, because get ready, because January, I feel, is when things will really unfold. Yeah. And trust your heart. You have the Two of Swords that popped out here too, which is about when you have decisions to make. I feel like you're going to have a couple opportunities. Some are going to make sense with the mind and money and logic and blah. The other one's going to be like something you really would enjoy, maybe less money. Um, doesn't seem the same on paper, but trust your gut and trust your intuition, because it's what you're going to wake up in the morning going, I can't wait to go do this, instead of, oh, here we go again. When can I find a new job? Right. So that's what they have for you, Suparna. Many blessings. All right, Dr. V, you are up. And then Coco, you'll be up after that. So, Dr. V, next. So, what's next for you with love? Let's see here. Well, oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see what we got here. All right. So you had the 9 of cups that came through here, which is wish fulfillment, emotional wish fulfillment. So that's a nice card to get when we're talking about love. So this definitely is a happiness. Love is headed towards you. And you have the Knight of Staves or the Knight of Wands, which knights are all about movement. And this is fast movement. So it's coming fast and furious because you also have the Chariot, which is victory, but it's also about movement, movement, movement. So you have two cards of fast movement towards this Nine of Cups in victory and brightness. So I really like that. And you have the Page of Swords, and swords are your it can be thoughts and beliefs and mindset. So again, whenever we're in a waiting period, spirit's always pointing us, going, here, it helps. The more we expand our self-love and our understanding of ourselves, it just makes whatever's coming even more blissful and easier and faster to come to us. And so the Page of Swords is about looking at your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets around relationship. Your expectations on you in a relationship, expectations around relationships, expectations about the other person in a relationship, because that does help. The more you release, the more freedom you have, and the more amazing you think people are. Because when you enter a relationship, like before you meet someone, this is who they are and this is what they're doing. And you come in and you're at this relationship, no expectations. Wow, look how amazing they are. But then you get into a relationship and expectations rise and they become less amazing. And then you get married and you're like, why aren't they being who I want them to be? And they've been who they've been all along, but suddenly they've changed and they're not enough. And so the lower you can keep your expectations, then the more blissful a relationship is. And the Page of Sword is also about new communication. So I feel like you're going to be having this newness, new communication be coming in very soon around love. So I'm excited for that for you. So look out and do as much as you can on the inside until that happens. So I love it. So many blessings, Dr. V. All right. So, Coco, you are up, and then Ms. Phenomenal, you'll be up next. So, are your mother's friends helping her prevent you from getting your inheritance? One of them called you out of the blue yesterday. Okay. Helping her. So, trying to keep you from your mother's inheritance, your mother's friends. Helping your mother prevent you from getting your inheritance. Like trying to get her to take you out of her will? Okay, let's take a look here. What do you have for Coco regarding this situation, please? The Two of Wands comes out. That's going to be your reading from now on. Okay. All right. Well, you do have it wasn't the Two of Wands, but you got the Two of Cups and you have the Two of Swords. So we got the two-ness coming in here, the emotional choice. Every moment is a choice between unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. And the Two of Swords, which is about when we're making decisions and we're looking at things, we can close our eyes and look from our heart or do it from the mind. So I feel like there's decisions being made, but I almost feel like this is this um for you, right? Because the two choices you have are this feeling of the Empress, which is all about mother nature, mother nurture, and which would be your mom, right? About new birth and newness there, right? or the Nine of Swords, which is about insomnia, expectations, nightmares, all these expectations, worried about all these fears of losing conditional love, right? All this stuff, all these mental things that are popping in. So I feel like that's what, pretty much it's coming in here is that um, you are being faced with all of these things over and over and over again to show you the power of the choice, that there's always two ways to look at every situation. And what are you choosing? And what do you want to choose? And are you tired of choosing one and you want to choose another? But I feel like, especially with the Empress there, with Mother Nurture, I don't feel like it would matter because I don't think um, your mom is going to allow it, either if she's here or on the other side. She's like, Mama, don't play like that. Um, so I feel like you're okay with that, all that, but I feel like all this stuff comes up because they're showing you choice, and they keep on bringing up opportunities for choice, 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 and so you're like in this school of choice to see what you want to do, because all of the twos in the um minor arcana are about can be about choice. So like cups are an emotional choice. Am I going to choose the emotional choice of unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love? Swords, thoughts and stories that I'm going to put on things. Am I going to choose an emotion of unconditional love around the story, or is it going to be the fear of losing conditional love? Wands is the energy where I'm investing it. Am I going to focus on what I'm grateful for and you know what I want in my life and unconditional love, or of fear and of what I feel is missing or what I don't want in my life? And what's the other one? Pentacles, two of pentacles is the stories I put to things in the outside world. The outside world is always a choice of the two. So I feel like, that it's all about all these things that will keep coming into our lives. And this is like it's a school, and there's plenty of students in it because I think we all go through this at least once, right? And so I feel like that was for more than just, of course, you and me, but it's the school of choice that keeps on bringing up all these opportunities to choose, and neither is a wrong choice, neither is a right choice. They're always just different choices. We, of course, the fear one, we've been having our entire lives because that's what we were told we were supposed to do, right? But now that we're aware that there's another choice, I can feel differently than this, then we're learning to be able to choose. And then it doesn't matter what we're choosing because it's just how we want to feel, right? But it's like this school is training you to be able to choose so that you can choose. And then it's like, oh yeah, well, I still want to feel this way, and it's like, that's cool. It takes the pressure off of going, I feel trapped, that I can't feel any other way than this. It's like, oh, any second I can always choose unconditional love, but right now I want drama, because sometimes we get bored and I want drama. But knowing that you can slip right back out of it is why drama becomes fun instead of traumatic. It's just dramatic, not traumatic. So interesting. That's what they have for you, Coco. So many blessings. All right. You are up. So Miss Phenomenal. And then thank you, Rishi. Michelle Lezure. You'll be up after Miss Phenomenal. So did you pass your boards today? Oh no, nervous and scared. Let's take a look here. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know about your boards. All right. Well, we'll start off here because this is good. This is victory card, 6 of Wands. recognition, seen, victory. So I feel like that is a yes. Um, um, and they, of course, while they have the opportunity, they do want to speak, of course. And you got the Queen of Wands and the Three of Wands, and they're like, "You hold so much power. This is you, the Queen of Wands, so confident, so much fire, uh, connection to spirit, intuition." And they're like, "So just be prepared with, your boards and doing all those things. Just don't." Confine yourself too much on the path that you had determined that it was going to go exactly this way and where you went ahead, because I feel like you're going to change your mind in kind of an alternate course, not because of your boards not passing and whatever, but I feel like now that you get it, you're just like, okay, you get new information that makes you go, okay, well, I thought, like, I was so determined for so long, I want to go this way, but now that I have that behind me or under my belt, I think I want to do this. And I feel like you're doing that. Now, the Five of Swords is here, which is conflicting thoughts and going back and forth and back and forth. And this is with someone else, either someone else or someone's else, if that's the way you say it. Um, but it's about trying to uh, bring your point, trying to convince them that your decisions and what you want to do is more, more right. I would say, if righter, more right than theirs. And so they have these opinions and thoughts, and you have these opinions and thoughts, and so there's conflict because they're like, no, 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 you need to do da, da, da. And you're like, but I don't want to undo this. And just realize that you don't have to convince them um, of anything, and to avoid conflict, spirit's saying, um, resist the urge that you have to convince them that what you want to do is right, and that whenever you bring it up about this change or whatever you want to do, that you can just hear their opinion and go, oh, okay, I appreciate that, I'll consider that. And you will, maybe for half a second, but you're not lying. I will consider it. And then you're like, okay, I considered it. No, but you don't have to tell them that. And it's just like, just honor their opinion, give them the respect that they have an opinion and you recognize they have an opinion, and you will add that to the long list of opinions. But you know what you're going to do anyway, right? And so I feel like there's going to be this change that you want to make, and what you want to do with all of this underneath your belt, and you got it. So take a deep breath and just know everything is unfolding perfectly, and follow your heart, because I feel like you, with that Queen of Wands, you are going to go places. So don't forget us little ones here as you go. So many blessings to you, Miss Phenomenal. You are phenomenal. All right. So Michelle Lizua, you are up. And then, oh, thank you. Fresh cranberries and some lemon and ginger. I'd have to go out for all that, but I'll remember that. Maybe I'll go run tomorrow. So, Michelle, and then Divine Light, you will be up after that. So thank you. Um, so you want to get answers on your person and what you don't see and need to know. Okay, let's take a look here. So, what does Spirit want you to know about your person? What don't you see, and what do you need to know? We have the High Priestess card here. So they're saying trust your intuition, trust your gut, but there is unknown there, because the High Priestess goes into her temple, goes behind the veil into the unknown. So, there are unknowns there. So, as you're saying, like, what don't I know? Um, let's see here. Well, you got the 5 of wands here, and the 5 of wands usually represents, like, uh, conflict, fear, uh, like, energy that starts off like fear energy, but eventually moves to love energy, and so, I feel like what you don't know about your person is that they have fears that they're not sharing, and that they're keeping them down inside uh, because they don't want to appear unstable. They want to appear as this king of pentacles, someone who's very much in charge of their outside life, and they have this strength. And oh no, I do not fear, because emperors and kings, we can't show fear because that's when they take over. That's when there's, you know, um, a rebellion. And so I feel like there's some insecurities, there's some fears that are there, and they're not wanting to share that. I mean, you have the temperance card, which is about balance and patience. And I feel like that they're just and you have the tower card here. So I feel like maybe they have a fear of being left and being I want to say abandoned, but abandoned because I feel like this energy goes way back. And so there's this fear inside of that they've always been, I don't know if they've been like dumped or cheated on or, left in a cart when they were a child at the grocery store, you know, um, whatever it might be. I just feel like there's these fears and they don't want to share them because they don't want to appear weak. They don't want to appear small. And but I feel like this is what they fear. They fear that um, that things will end fast, and it couldn't be too that they fear like when's the other foot gonna drop. And maybe they've had a lot of that kind of thing happen in their life, but um, I feel like that's what you need to know, and um, but trust your gut and trust your intuition as well, because with that high priestess, it's like, you are that high priestess, you can go behind, the veil and see things, and I feel like, uh, some of what you're asking is you're wanting confirmation, you're wanting because you have these inklings, these little boop, boop, doot, 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 coming in, and so, um yeah, I do feel like, that's what they're wanting you to know right now. Just this fear of things being ripped out of their life and fear of abandonment and fear of like you ending it, anyone ending it, that type of thing. So that's what I'm getting for you right now, Michelle. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. All right. So, Divine Light, you are up next. And then J Star, you will be up. So, Divine Light, what messages do angels have for you? I actually have an angel guide oracle right here. And so we're going to pull from that for you. All right. So, Divine Light. All right. There it is. You've got, oh no, divine timing. No, any message besides that. Let's take a look here. So life is always unfolding in the perfect time space sequence. So angel wisdom is encouraging you to move into a state of trust, knowing that good things are always unfolding for you. You may find yourself feeling impatient and unsettled, but instead of letting your ego and imagination pull you into a downward spiral, Trust that your prayers are being answered and your plans are coming to fruition in a way that is meeting your needs rather than your wants. You may feel that your prayers aren't being answered or that your hopes aren't being realized, but you must know that the universe and your angels are always working toward the highest good and the outcome that will best serve you. When this card appears, trust in the process. And the extended message says this card is a sign that your hopes and dreams are unfolding. You may not think so, but you need to remember that you may be working to human time, where God is always working on soul time, which can never be measured or rushed. You're being guided to know that your angel team is with you right now, encouraging you to call in support of heaven and aligning your current situation with love. Imagine yourself and your situation covered in golden light and ask angels to show you the way forward, knowing they are always working for your highest good. So that's your message, divine light. I know divine timing is like patience now, but it is for you. They are working for you. So just trust them. You're in good hands. So that's what they have for you, divine light. Many blessings. All right, J Star, you are up, and then Sushila Surhia. I probably mispronounced that. My apologies. So J Star, a career read. You're currently unemployed. All right, let's take a look here. I'm gonna go back to the Chinese tarot here. Let's see what we got for J Star and career, please. Okay, I get you. I get you. So you have the Three of Cups here, which the Three of Cups in this case represents your spiritual posse. And know that they are, like we just read in that other card, that they are watching out for you. They are having things unfold, but you can also ask them of your own free will for guidance, for answers, to show you signs and synchronicities, because they don't mess with your free will. And so they do want to remind you that you can always ask them every single day of your own free will. Hey, can you show me something? Can you guide something? Give me a sign. And they will. There are times, of course, that when we ask them for signs, before we came down here, though, we said during this period of time, I need you guys to go dark. I need you to be silent, even though they're standing around you going, they can't wait to help you, as soon as the little period is open, they'll brrrr, and show you signs. But and I don't feel like that you're in that kind of a time, but I just wanted you to have that information for the future. But definitely ask them. They will show you signs and guide you, because you do have both the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is about you realizing what your thoughts, your mindsets, and your beliefs, your expectations that could be stealing away opportunities. And the Queen of Swords is great to have with this, because the Ace of Swords here allows you to see things from a higher perspective, but also cut away these thoughts and these beliefs and these mindsets. And I feel like that there's a block that maybe with career, you might have a very strict expectations about what you want and where you want, and maybe a few too many, because if it's like you're not seeing any opportunities, it's because they're lying like right out here and right out here. And if you drop some expectations, you'll like, oh wow, look at these opportunities. And that's what I feel that they're mentioning and bringing in for you here is, looking, and it's like, well, this is where you find jobs. It's like, well, ask your spirit guides, ask your posse, go, hey, can you show me different areas where I could find employment? Draw me to where I'll find the employment that is in for my highest experience. And then you'll get a text or something in the mail or overhear a conversation like, "Hey, I just got a job at blah blah blah. I can't believe they're hiring." And you're like, "What?" Things like that will come across your path. But if you're then you won't hear it because you're like this. But if you remove your hands from your ears with your expectations, I feel like there's going to be some opportunities that open up for you. So that's what they have for you, J Star. So many blessings for you. All right. So Sushila Sorhia. And then, hey, Fauzia, welcome, welcome. ES, you will be up next. And then Fauzia, you'll be after that. So Sushila first, though. Is your husband your a oh, Asia, your true love? Oh, uh-oh. If not, uh-oh, what's going on? Let's take a look here. So tell us about Sushila and her true love. Is it her husband? Okay. Well, you do have the nine of discs, which does represent this wholeness and this completeness, and feeling whole and success. Now, the nine is about you finding it within you, but because we're asking about your husband, true love, it does show that you do feel this fulfillment. You have the Six of Cups, which the Six of Cups has this for you has this little tint in here of like child when you were younger, this vision of who you thought your true love would be. How we're filled with movies or books and different things. We're just like, oh, this is how it's going to be and who it's going to be, and you see this ideal relationship of what you think, and then reality comes and you're just like, is this it? But so I feel like there's a little bit of fantasy, a little bit of, um, you know, old wishes from when you were younger. But I feel like this is them offering you the love to you there. And so I like that. They have the hanged man here, which I feel like it's like a cocoon. It's like your marriage is in a development stage. And sometimes I get that when it's like an arranged marriage, where um, it's like you learn to fall in love. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you get to know each other, it gets to evolve, it gets to get to a point, right? And I feel like that, that is what is unfolding with this, and that you're able to see it from a higher perspective, a different perspective. And so I do feel like there is this, oh yeah, and here's the butterflies too. So the butterflies, it does end up, you know, blossoming, and it ends up, giving her love, this huge cup of love. So I do feel like um, this is a, when we say, is this my true love? Your true love and your higher self, you know. So whenever that is on that, they're always going, well, if you're asking that question, but it's like they know what you're really wanting to know is like, can you have a true love with your husband? And is there someone else that would have been a better choice in your life? But no. They're saying like this is um, your chosen path that you chose and that he chose before you came down here, of what to unfold and how to unfold. So trusting that that nine of pentacles, you do also find your wholeness within, but this relationship unfolds. It's like in a cocoon. So it's turning into a butterfly, even though it feels like a caterpillar right now, or caterpillar soup. And it is like, yeah, it will unfold, it will blossom, and then you'll feel this love that will come forth. So that's what they have for you right now, Sushila. So many blessings to you. All right. So ES, you'd like a general reading, and then Fauja, you'll be up next. So I kind of want to go to the Oracle of the Seven Energies for your reading ES. All right. So let's take a look here. What would you like ES to know right now, please? Okay, no. All right. There it is. So you got card number 27, which is a grand symphony. You can see that. And let's see what comes in here for you. So this energy is all about inclusivity, being part of the whole, removing bias, seeing the interconnectedness of all, knowing that everything you do has a consequence, unity consciousness, and the end of vision. And it says, as human beings, we have a tendency to see ourselves as separate from others. This perception is the root of the cosmic joke played on us all. Although our five senses and intellect can help us manage our experiences in the material world, and intuition helps us navigate the invisible, we still struggle with the issue of identity and how we fit into the whole. You're facing a paradox today. You need to focus on being your unique self, for only you can bring your own special harmony to the symphony of the world. But equally, you can also learn to be selfless and put we before me, seeing yourself as part of the consciousness that unifies us all. You're being invited to step back and see the bigger picture until your individual part on the world stage disappears and blends with the glory of all life. It's true that who you are and what you do counts in far reaching ways. Consider this, though: when you listen to music, it's the whole, not any single note on its own, that makes the song come alive. So today, ask yourself, can you be a part of something bigger? Can you put the principles and needs of the group above your own wants? And can you fully embrace the concept of unity in diversity by celebrating all the notes in the symphony? If so, then you will indeed be wise, and whatever you are dreaming about will be fulfilled beyond your wildest hopes. It's time to do your part to sing in harmony with others. Stay in tune and learn the new harmonies and notes. Such sweetness will arise. I like it. So that is your message there, ES. So many blessings to you. All right. You are very welcome. And let me just see here. It skipped ahead. There it is. So, all right. So, Fauja, you are up. And then Scott Ross. So, Fauja, what is coming towards you in 2023? Finances and love. Let's take a look here and see what they have here. Do you want to go to these Chinese tarot? All right. So, as far as finances in 2023, excuse me, you do have a tower moment or tower moments where things are moved out of your life to make space for new things coming in. And don't let that scare you, because they just want to let you know that there are changes that come and go, and but it's all happening for you on purpose, because you also have the King of Wands. and the king of coins. So you've got the abundance that comes in next year in finance, but just know that there's, a lot of things burning down to make room for new things to come in. And so there's switching and movement and different things like that. So when it happens, basically spirit is saying, don't freak out because it does end up being for your benefit. And then you also have the king of wands, which is all about, um, both you have two kings. So it's very strong leadership that you have. And the king of wands can be entrepreneurship too. So if you were looking into maybe starting your own business and doing things like that, then this is something that can come your way with that. So I like that. And then you also in love, boom, you've got the page of cups, which is new love, and you have the ace of wands, which is new passion, new drive. So it's going to be a great year for you, Fauja, because you've got wonderful things happening in finances and wonderful things happening for love as well. So, boom, boom, short and sweet. That's what they have for you right now. So, that's good news. I like it. All right. So, Scott, you are up next. So, let's take a look here. And what's your Pisces energy towards you? Okay, let's take a look here and see what Pisces energy is currently for you there. All right. Well, I like it. It starts off, 10 of wands, which is there's a lot of energy because the wands is energy and there's the 10. So there's a lot of energy that they have towards you, but I don't feel like it's a bad thing because you've got the sun, which is all about victory. And, it's the sun, it's passion, very much Leo energy too, very much excitement and brightness. Two of Cups. So Two of Cups is all about love, between two individuals. So I really feel like they have all of this here, but I know, right? Oh, it was so good. No, it's still good. Because you have the Nine of Wands, which is a energy block as well. And so, you know, this could be on both sides as well, because the Nine of Wands is saying that, whenever there's a block that's there, we have our Ace of Wands that's part of the block, and we don't realize our power of what part of us is having that, and we can remove that and walk through the block. But I feel like there's something that's holding that whole slew of to come to you. And Pisces energy, they're very emotional, they're very, I know I have like 5 planets in Pisces, not sun, but I got my moon and a few other important planets. So I know they think and they have all this intuition, all this energy that's going on inside of them, and they can contain it in there too. So they're having this all this energy, all this stuff going inside, but it's blocked to go forward. And I kind of feel like it's on both sides, like maybe there's a block to wanting it to be that extreme. It's almost like, it's like, I know I open this door, there's a tsunami waiting to flood into my house. It's like, do I want to open the door? Do I? Do I? And also, of course, on the Pisces part, it's, do I want to have all this energy flood, and what if it goes for nothing? What if it doesn't end up going anywhere? And so I feel like there's this um, block on both sides of wanting to unleash the kraken in a beautiful way, though, because it's a lot of love and a lot of energy. And I know it can be a lot, you know, but that's what they have for you right now. So what you do with that is up, right? Because you could go, you know what, I'm going to open up the door. And if she's holding it back, at least she sees that the door is open and you're like, Bring it. Let's go. You got your like sun and your flippers. You're like, I'm ready for the flood. Bring it on, Pisces. So I think they're waiting for you to give the go ahead, and give her them I would say permission, but just signal signals that it's okay. That's what you want as well. So that's what they have for you, Scott. So many blessings for you. All right. Sana Samreen, you'll have an interview to Amazon. Are you going to get selected? All right, let's take a look here. Will you get the job at Amazon? That was like a fourth of the deck, so don't worry. Okay, let me shuffle these real quick. All right, so all right. So you do have the King of Coins, and I just shuffled all these up too. It's funny that some of these just came out a little bit ago. But the King of Coins is the King of Pentacles, which is about success, which is about abundance. So I would say that is a yes. They are telling you though too, with the Ten of Wands, it's going to take a lot of energy. It's going to take. They're going to ask for a lot from you. And you're going to have to invest a lot of your energy into the job that you're wanting to do. So as long as you're okay with that, you're like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to give my blood. Then then you'll be hired and you'll be offered. Just know there's a lot that's going to be required. So forewarned. So that's what they have for you, Sana Samreen. Short and sweet. They must know my energy's starting to go because they're like, quick, get in answers before he drops. So, all right. Hello, baby. Good morning to you too. Hey, cutie pie. Aditi. So, what's coming towards you the rest of the year? And Gabriel Connor, you'll be up next. So, cutie pie Aditi. So, for the rest of the year. Okay. You went to that one. All right. So it looks like you've got a lot of emotions that are floating around you for the rest of the year. You're figuring things out. I really feel here because you also have the High Priestess. So this is like, very watery energy too with emotions. The High Priestess goes into her temple to understand what emotions she's feeling, what's going on, figuring things out, going behind the veil, up into the heavens, down into the basement, down into the deep of the emotions and the subconscious and the unconscious. So you've got a lot of this going on where you have a lot of emotions that are flying around, a lot of wishes that you're daydreaming about, a lot of emotions that are popping up about things that are going on around you. But the important thing is to take time away, get into your high temple, get quiet, listen to your heart, and connect to your higher self too, because you have the strength card, which represents, here's your human self, here's the DT, and here's your higher self that's trying to help the snarling little lion or tiger to understand what the emotions are that it's going through and bring it the love that it needs to be able to move forward. So with that high priestess who connects to the high world and the strength card, which is all about developing this wonderful connection between you and your higher self where you walk together through life. I feel like the rest of this year is kind of dedicated to understanding your emotions and having that connection. And that's going to help you so much with that connection higher there. All right. So that's what they have for you. I know they've been giving you little tidbits too, because I know you've kind of been asking about the rest of the year and they give you this and they give you that. And you're like, let me put the whole puzzle together, right? So that's the puzzle piece for tonight. All right. So many blessings to you, ADD. All right. And Gabriel Connor, hello. you'd like to get a general reading, pretty please. You'd love to hear what cards, pull for message that will help your highest good. Yeah, and actually, I do want to pull. I'm going to pull from the Oracle of E and a couple tarot because these are very small. These Oracle of E. Let's see what we got. So Gabriel. All right, there we go. They've got Bring It, card number 11. So I like that card for you. And let's see what it has here. It says, Wow, you are brave and fearless these days. Even if it doesn't feel that way, you are being called to take off your armor and leap. Today's the day to call fear out as the wimpy imposter that it is. It's time to go for it. Yeah, so don't hold back. It's time to make the leap. Don't, whatever this fear is that you are not wanting to do something, whether it's relationship or job or start your own company, your business, whatever the thing is that you want that you're like, oh no, it's like, call out that imposter of fear. Yeah. Yeah. So so it's both love and the outside world, huh? Because you got the Page of Cups, which is new love. So they're like, go for it, dude. And then you have the Eight of Coins, the Eight of Cups, which is about moving up in the outside world, which they're saying, go for it, whether it's relationship, even if it's not appropriate that you are the one that does it, it's whatever. And it's job, it's whatever in the outside world, they're saying it's time for you. You're ready. The Eight of Coins is like being an apprentice for a long time. You've done the work, you put it all in. Now you're ready to go to that next step, that next level. They're like, do it, do it, do it, go, go. And you have the King of Coins, which is all about abundance, fullness, wholeness, and completeness in the outside world. So that is what they have for you, Gabriel. So there you go. Do it. Go for it. And just know that uh, you're like you said, it's for your highest good. So you are ready to move forward. You're ready to do this. So you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So go, go, go for it. All right. Yes. And thank you guys so much. And Intuitive, if you're still here, I know you might have needed to check out, but thank you so much for helping out in the chat. And as she said, appreciate you guys so much for all the thumbs up and the likes. It helps out my channel so much. It helps the YouTube algorithm want to share all of my videos with other people, how it shows up as recommended videos and stuff. So the more thumbs up and of course all the subscribers, thank you so much. I hit 1,000 last night, which was a big goal. It helps get to a point where I can do more on YouTube because it opens up different tools that I don't have until I reach that point. And so appreciate you guys so much for being part of the tsunami of love that we put out into the world. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right. So Megs, what are the true intentions of Pavan? Uh-oh. Does he love you truly or return just to fulfill his needs? Uh-oh. That little scoundrel. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit would like you to know about Pavan. Okay. So what else? All right. So his true intentions. So we've got the Queen of Swords. And swords is the balance between heart and mind and the figuring out of things. there are, the Six of Swords is also here, which is a movement from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. So intentions like thinking and thoughts seem to have changed. Like there is this transition and this movement with it, which I like. And because there's also the Ace of Swords, which is new thoughts, new beliefs, new mindsets, and and so I like that because it means that they've been thinking about things and that they've changed their expectations, which it feels positive with that. And there's also the Ace of Coins, which is new opportunities, opening in the outside world, and also has to do with uh, moving up in their worth and how they feel about themselves. So I feel like they've been doing some inner work and some thinking and stuff, and so I feel um, I don't see cups, so I don't feel like it's um, necessarily like love, 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 love. I wanted to come back because I loved you so much and I wanted to miss you. I feel like they're like really been doing a lot of thinking because he has the Seven of Coins and the Seven of Wands. And Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles is a patience, but also like when they've seen other fruit before, they change their mind about what they want in life, right? And so I feel like he has gone through this change of what he's looking for in life. Um, and that Seven of Staves, the Seven of Wands, does have this like doesn't care about defending themselves anymore. So I almost feel like maybe they listened to other people's opinions before, and uh, about their life and blah 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 and da da da. And so they had all this stuff, but they're figuring stuff out, and they're like, I know what I want. I know what I want to do, and so. But I feel like a lot of it has to do with him figuring things out in his head. But let me take a look here. I'm going to say, is there any love here? Is there any love from Pavan? Okay. Whoa. Well, so Eight of Wands, passion, passion, passion. So I kind of feel like you were saying, is he returned just to fulfill his needs? I kind of feel like it's about passion and thoughts and thinking, but I don't feel love there. So I know that scoundrel. Why I oughta. But you get to do with that what you want, Megs. If you're like, hey, I if you if you care for him, then that makes it hard. I know, it's like if your heart attaches and they're not, then it hurts in your heart every time that you spend time because your heart is aching for reciprocity, right? So sorry for the information, but I know you want the truth. You don't want to just be told what you want to hear. You want to know. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings. Hang in there, Megs. All right. So, Krish Adwani, you really love a girl and she's loyal with you. Will you be able to? Okay. So you really love her and she's loyal, but you want to know does she love you and want to marry, or is she just being loyal? I get you. So let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. So does okay. Okay. Hmm. Let me get some clarity on that. Okay. A little more. All right. It's not getting any clearer. Why are they keeping it? a mystery here. Well, let me just start going through here because you got the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands, which is new passion, new. So there's the spark that's happening here. That's why I was like, well, what does that mean? Does that mean a spark between, or is this a new spark? And then they had the Chariot, which is about movement, it's about victory, and it's about power of choice that you get to choose. So I'm wondering, yeah, is there going to be someone coming into your life that makes you go, do I want that or that? But you have the Queen of Cups, which is a very emotional individual who's very intuitive and in tune with her emotions. Um, so it could be a water sign. So if your girl is a water sign like Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, then that could be them. So that might help with the clarity because I'm like, it's not coming through. And it could be that I'm getting tired because I've been on for 2.5 hours. So I might be going, hello, repeat that. I can't hear you. My hearing aid's going out. Because you have the Five of Stabs, the Five of, which is movement from old, like emotion that's a fear into love, conflict into love. And you've got two sixes here. You've got a Six of Swords, which is a movement of old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, and victory and being seen as well. So, all of that coming together here, just it feels like it just feels like a mixed message, you know, where I almost feel like you have this choice to make. So maybe you have someone that, oh, okay, well, you have the Three of Coins. So I kind of feel like there's a, not a triangle, but like there's you and then there's two loves, right? And so I feel like there's someone that comes into the picture that makes you have to make a choice of like, how do you really love? But let me see here if I can get a little more clarity. Okay, I'm not getting anything from here. Um, and I believe this is going to be my last reading because I'm at 2.5 hours, and I can tell my energy is falling, and I don't want to give unclear messages. For sure, absolutely not. Um, I'm going to go to these Oracle of the Seven Energies. Let's see if we can get clarity there. Let me see what we got here. These cards. Okay, there they go. God, they didn't even want to shuffle. What's happening? All right. So can you give me clarity? Please, 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 please. So you got the Divine Matrix here. Card number 44. Let me see here. And before I read that too, as I know, as I said, that that's going to be my last reading. People are going to start to leave, and if you need a reading tonight, please check out my playlist. I have a ton of videos out there, like weekly energy updates, monthly readings for each zodiac sign, pick a cards. So follow your heart, and spirit will draw you to answers for your questions there too. I also will be back. I start my busy weekend because on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm on twice a day, 11 a.m. in the morning on all 3 days, and of course 7 p.m. at night all 3 days as well. So, if I didn't get to you now, please return if you don't find your answers, but I can guarantee that if you go check out, like I have the 1111 portal, which let me throw those out here again too, because tomorrow's 1111. There's these portal readings for each individual zodiac sign. Amazing information coming through on those too. So if I wasn't able to get down to, because we had a very lengthy list, check those out as well. And if you have trouble getting into any of those things, I also offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box of the video. So if there's a little bit of cost in those, but if you want to be able to get a recorded reading or get a live reading, you can do those as well. So all these options to receive messages from spirit, and I definitely appreciate all of you for being here and trusting me. I feel it's an honor to be able to connect with spirit for you guys. So please know I'm very, very honored. And thank you guys all again for all the thumbs up that you give me on the video. And all you new subscribers, old subscribers, I definitely appreciate you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So for the final message, and this is for Krish Adwani, and it says, do you ever wonder how synchronicities have come together? These meaningful coincidences move life forward in ways we may not understand at the time. We can get trapped in the idea that the world is a place of separate parts with space between, because the true quantum spiritual nature of reality can be confusing. Imagine that everything possible under the sun is waiting to be claimed. You are not separate from what you desire to manifest. Everything is intrinsically connected within a vast living web of life, a divine matrix. Even that which you have not yet observed as part of your life experience is still connected to you. It remains dormant until you choose it. So there's that choice coming in, right? Life operates on life's terms as well. You don't live in a vacuum, so you're surrounded by a multitude of realities that were brought to life by others. These can surely affect you if you allow them to. But as your thread, your luminous life force, your courageous dream is part of the tapestry of life, you're being invited to be conscious of the pattern that you are weaving. Isn't it amazing to know you have such power inherent in you just by being alive? You will see evidence of the truth of this divine matrix today. It is in you. What you do matters. All manner of miracles are waiting for you to lay claim to them. Ready? Yeah. So again, very vague in there. I did not get a very clear message though that she has this return to love. Usually we get the lovers, the two of cups, 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 but there was no cups, right? So I kind of feel like um there's, even though you really love her, I feel like there's going to be a third that comes in, another choice that comes into your life, because I heard choice, choice, choice quite a bit. So I know, and maybe, like I said, I'm kind of fizzing out, so that could be why I'm not getting clarity too. But we'll circle back around here and see what else that they'll have to say when my energy is more aligned, because I'm like, my eyes are wanting to close. So many blessings to you, Krish. Hopefully that brought some clarity. Maybe some of that resonated and you're like, nope, that was enough. But many blessings to you. Thank you guys all again for being here. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to get through so much of the list here. There's so many of you, and my heart aches. I was actually on almost 4 hours last night, and I woke up today feeling really drained. And so I do have to honor my energy. Otherwise, I won't be on for days, and I don't want to do that. I want to try to be here as often as I can. So thank you for being so understanding, for all your love, all your support. And please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved. by the mother and the father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So many blessings to you. Have a great night, a great day until we see each other again. You hang in there, take care of yourselves, and have a great night, a great day. Take care.